DoorDash driver mama. Andre TV here from DoorDash driver mama, coming to you on a Monday. It is St. Patty's Day, and can you still make $300 a day on DoorDash? I'm gonna be honest, in my market, almost impossible. But if you multi-app, you may. I have tried to make this video a couple of times in 2025 and have not been able to do it due to one reason or another. I'm a full-time gig worker and a little more than part-time mom of 3 teenagers with many activities and events going on. So the amount of hours I have to spend in a day can be limited, and they can change at the drop of the dime. But today I have a feeling we're going to make it, because we have already started off. We're at $67. Now, this is a breakdown between Instacart. Ooh, and it's a $33. No, Costco. I don't do Costco. Instacart, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. So we had made 42 and change on Instacart, 7 and change on Uber Eats, and we had a large order. A company ordered breakfast for DoorDash, and that went up to 42 and change. We are sitting on our first lunch order. It is about 10:50. It was for $6.75, 2.4 miles. We are most likely not going to be taking that unless we get an add-on or an Uber Eats going in the same direction. If not, we will unassign. Let's see what we're getting now. Just coming back with a quick update. We have unassigned that order, and we did not get another ding on the phone yet. There was somebody that came and parked in front of me that left out with a large bag, so they did get a large order. And a correction, Uber Eats was 7 and change, DoorDash 42, and Instacart was 16 and change. It was a 12-item shop, very quick, some vegetables, gas X, corned beef, and cabbage. They prepared early. We're still waiting on our next order. Well, we unassigned that order. It was not going to go up. It was one salad going to a school. Thank you, teacher, but no thank you. And now we have our next. Ooh, look at the birds fighting. Or playing lovingly? I don't know. Anyways, $15, 2 pickups at the same store, 2 different drop-offs, 5.2 miles. Let's go get some salad. We have dropped off those 2 orders. It remained the same. Actually, the person who ordered 2 salads or 2 crunch wraps, Caesar wraps, whatever it was, going to a house tipped $5. And then the business that ordered 4 items only tipped $4.50, but we're grateful for both. And we have our next. We took the order hoping that we would get one in the same way from either app. It is for $6.75 for 5.6 miles. We accepted, hoping since now it's after 12, we'll be able to get an add-on. We didn't get an add-on from DoorDash, but we did get an Uber Eats match. $14.03 for 2 pickups at the same salad place, going whatever the mileage is, but it's on the way towards the DoorDash. The DoorDash is the furthest, so we should not have any problem with any contract violations, but we do have 2 stores to go to. Let's go pick them up. And you want to know what they tipped out of that $6.75, going 5.6 and 17 miles away? Not miles, 17 minutes away. $2. $2 won't even get you a bag of Utz, a bag of chips. But let's go. So it is now 2 o'clock on the dot. We arrived back after dropping off all orders. We did not even get to the actual minute mark that they had given us for the DoorDash. I believe they gave us to 1:23, and we dropped off at like 1:21, that one that had the $2 tip. We did wait a 10-minute. We accepted one and waited the 10 minutes. It was for $5.28, going almost 2 miles. That is somebody who tipped less than $3 to go about a 10-minute ride. I don't like working for less than $6 because you can't buy anything for less than $5 now for the most part. So we are waiting for our next order. But this Instacart I'm about to show you is disrespectful. I have delivered to them before. They usually order very early in the morning. It is a pre-K, a daycare. So they're feeding little kids. And why they don't order in bulk or go to the bulk grocery depot, retail depot stores for their things, I don't know. But this lady always tips $1 or $2. No matter what she's ordering, no matter how heavy, she tips $1 or $2. They want 35 bananas. So this is for the kids' afternoon snack. And she tipped $1, $7.97. And she's, you know how you can tell people are a little look down on you without doing it? And, well, kind of with doing it. The last time, when it's one of her staff that I drop it off to, I've delivered there 2 or 3 times. And I only deliver when it goes up, when Instacart boosts it up till it's worth it. I'll go there for $10. $10 is usually 1 or 2 items, and they're only a mile from the store. That was a bad Uber order. $14 for 10 miles. No, thank you. So anytime the staff gets it, they say, oh, thank you, I appreciate it, oh, thank you. When I see her, even when she comes out after I've talked to the staff, she looks at me, she goes, goodbye. I am not lying. My face is adding to it, but that is her tone, and those are the words, goodbye. Does that sound friendly? Like you really want them to enjoy the rest of their day, or that you're sick of their presence and be done with you? Anyways, we're still waiting. Tell me below, would you take offense to that? It is now 2:39 p.m. 2 to 5 is the slowest time of day, at least in my market, but we have our next order. Our next order we're going to take $7.75 for 1.8 miles. We're getting a salad and we're going to deliver. And lucky us, while we were going into the salad place, we received a Mexican order. $13.02 going almost 4 miles, I believe. And it is in the same direction as the DoorDash. So we are going to pick it up after we not deliver. It's on the same block. We're just gonna go to the other. And the DoorDash is dropped off. We are on our way to the Uber Eats drop off. It was about a 7-minute drive away, but we have already taken our next order. It is on Instacart. Going back where we just passed, we are picking up at CVS 6 items, taking it 1.5 miles for $14 and change. It looks like somebody is sick. Let's go get their medicine after we deliver the queso, chips, quesadillas, and yummy. And we have arrived. It is now 3:26 p.m. Let's hope I can shop and get out of here in 10 minutes or less, because I have to pick up my son by 4 or he has to go to aftercare and they charge us. But hopefully we make it. 3:34 and we are leaving. They will not be home until 4:45 to give us their ID for the medicine, so they canceled. That order was canceled. We did make it to get the youngest on time. He gets out at 4, but his brother is in high school. He gets out at 4:45. So we're gonna stop by Safeway and get some cheap chicken Monday. They'll give you a whole chicken, 8 pieces, for $6.99 plus tax. We're gonna get one fried for us. Oh, I'm greasy. And baked for the daughter. And then we're gonna do another Instacart. Excuse me. It is for $10 and change, going 0.3 miles, and we're picking up 6 items, but not at this store. We're gonna go to Giant to shop for the Instacart, but this should be quick. So the shop went quickly, found all the items within 5 minutes and change, and they did give us the batch pay for that canceled order. It came to $8.11. Now we're on our way to pick up the oldest son, and I believe I'm gonna be Ubering them home. They are in the Uber on their way. Let's start dinner. It is 5:41. We have accepted our first order because when we were getting the last salad and then the Mexican, they sent an add-on for DoorDash. It was $6 plus, going 1.1 miles additional. And I was debating whether I was going to take it and then just go a little further out of the way. But because the Uber Eats order was $13 and 8 items, I didn't want them following me on the app and see me making 2 drop-offs before going to them. So I let it go. And I was really thinking about it. And once I decided I'm going to let it go, it was already gone. So I lost the point. I am at 70%. All of the orders I took, 5 orders today, still let me at 71 before I missed that one. And now I'm down to 70. So I had to take the first order, whether I actually completed or not, because I didn't want to go down to 69. So we're sitting on a $7.50 for 2.4 miles. We still have the app open to receive another order. If we get an add-on, we'll keep it. If we don't, we are going to unassign it. It is about a 12-13 minute drive, but it's about to be the heart of dinner, and I think we could do better than $7.50. That $13 Uber Eats did go up to $16.06, and we are very grateful and thankful, and we'll be back to let you know whether we got an add-on or we dumped it for something better. Well, this is a slower Monday than I expected, especially since it is St. Patty's Day. But it is now 6:11. After we unassigned that $7.50 order, we waited and waited and waited, and now we have our next order, a large order, $8 for 2.8 miles. Let's go back to get some Mexican. So that last order went up to $25.90. Thank you, Miss Customer. And we got back and we accepted one that we had to wait 10 minutes for, and then we waited and waited and waited. It is now 6:56 p.m. and we have our next. It is a large order also. This one is showing $13.50 for 4.8 miles. When it looks the way it does in the screenshot, it usually doesn't go up, but they ordered 12 items from a Chinese restaurant. So let's pick it up and see if it stays the same. So it is official, even though I already knew it was official. This market is not the same. we are not going to have a $300 day. Not saying it's impossible, even with all 3 apps, but I want to go home before midnight. It is 7:05. We are in the car. They weren't finished with the order yet. And this $13.50 for 4.7, I told the guy, because the Chinese restaurant, that's where I get my son's food when we have, Chinese birthday celebrations or whatever. He gives me a discount. And he said, it's slow. It's usually picked up by now. People get their tax checks. But now with everything going on with the layoffs, this is the DC metro area, the stock market, inflation, people are not spending their money. He said it is dead. So yeah, that's why we're out here looking for one order every 30 minutes on average, but we're going to deliver. And he said, oh, they order a lot of food all the time. It should go up. We'll see. But I told him it was $13.50. He said, oh, they tipped exactly 10%. Well, we'll find out in a few minutes. Now it is 7:48. We are back and have been back on the avenue for quite a few minutes. That $13.50 did go up to $19. Thank you, Miss Customer. And she did come to the door, so I didn't have to go through the call box and find her apartment. So we are grateful and we are back. Now, I didn't get a screenshot. It was a trip radar coming through on Uber Eats for $16 for 2 pickups and 3.3 miles in total to different customers. But as that was, while I hit or tried to hit match for that, an actual order came in. It's $10 even, going 2.2 miles, and is $10 even, 11 items, sushi. So it should go up, hopefully a lot, but let's go see if it's ready. I guess we're still averaging 1 per half an hour. We have our next order. It is 8:39 p.m. $10 going half a mile. It's only for 3 items, but it's going to a hotel. I find at hotels you either get people who tip very little or people who tip very well. It's very few medium/mediocre tips. So this is a person who tipped very well for getting only 3 items. Let's hope it's ready, and we're gonna keep DoorDash on because it's only a half a mile. Seemingly a lot of people have went home. The sushi isn't ready, so we went to use the restroom and received our next order on DoorDash. $13 for 4.8 miles, going to a college dorm. They're getting some pho, or is it just regular ramen noodles? Either way, it's noodles and soup. And then they sent an add-on for $5 and an additional 1.1 miles. And this next pickup is like 4 miles away. It's in the next zone where I'm going to. And we accepted both. We're gonna wait for the Uber because they're so close that I had already accepted and said arrived at store. For the DoorDash, it's around the corner and the hotel is on the way towards the next pickup for DoorDash. So yeah, we might end with a little more than $20 in this hour. Yeah. We are still on our way. The Uber Eats is dropped off, but that $10 Uber Eats from 7:40-ish turned into $22.57. Thank you, Mr. Customer. And we're going to pick up the second DoorDash and deliver those both. We are back on the avenue. Well, not quite. It is 9:32 and the major restaurants close at 10 o'clock. The last orders you can place are 9:40. We're going to run in here and get some things for the house and see if we get one before 9:45. If not, we'll be going home. My husband had to go back in the office and we needed some garbage bags. So it's some snack bags, some cheese, popcorn, green beans, and plums. And we received a large order, $7.25 for 2.2 miles, 12 items. Let's go get it. And we are all loaded up and ready to go. It is dropped off, and not all large orders tip based on the percentage of the bill. They tipped $8, so that $7.25 went up to $11, and we are grateful and thankful, and now we are on our way home. On this St. Patty's Day, DoorDash Day, gig worker day, we did not reach 300, but we did come close. We made $148 and change on DoorDash, $71.02 on Uber Eats, and $34.91 on Instacart for a total of $254. So about $45 shy of the 300. And if we really wanted to push it, no, we're not going to make $46 in the next hour and a half. Even if we went to downtown DC, you know, by the Capitol where the hotels and the people that visit stay up all night ordering. We're not doing that on a Monday night. We're going to take our earnings, our shillings, and go on home. Hopefully this helps someone, and I wish you large tips, no waits, and short distances.